3, 2, 1. Ow! Ow! Got my nose. Ow. I'm going to start off with some laughs because, well, that's what we need.
Yes.
It's been a while. It's been a couple of weeks since we've had a babble, team singer. We got the whole team singer here. We've got Jaden, we've got Mom, we've got Dakota, and we've got Dad. We're all going to sit here and we're all going to babble. We're going to babble. You can color if you'd like. We brought Jaden down here today on this very hot, muggy day down here. It's very soupish. I'm going to be wiping my face quite often on this one.
Soupish.
It's very, very soupy down here today. Yeah, we took a couple of weeks off of the babble because, well, we basically had to because our lives pretty much were in a little more turmoil than usual.
Shambles.
Shambles is a good word. Shambles. Yeah, shambles. We
It was an
had
uproar.
this one over here had his surgery a couple of weeks ago. Went very well, but leading up to that, of course, was always chaotic. Leading up to his surgeries is always a crazy time in this house. And then he had his surgery. And leading up to his surgery, we had these ceilings collapsing. Oh, hold on one second, Jaden. We're going to keep him busy. We've been doing our crazy colorings. Let's start with this one. Let's start with that coloring, if you would like to. Yes. Again, it all comes back to, like I said, it's been absolutely chaotic, and we can talk about all the chaos. And what was your word again? I'm sorry, I forgot your word. Shambles.
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 But we're back, and we're back to laughing again. And Jaden's surgery went well. He has to have his VNS. It's a vagal nerve stimulator, pacemaker, basically for the brain. It'll be turned on in another week. We go this week to get the sutures, make sure everything's okay with them. And then next week we get that turned on. That should hopefully help. He had it in the past. The battery died. That's going back. And then again, like I was starting to say, during all that time, Dakota's ceiling has been falling, and it really started to fall. And then the ceiling in the playroom started to fall, and then that was falling. Luckily, we got through one of our great nurses, Cherie. We found Duke and Sons, and they came right in, and it was a week of that was shambles.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough job. I mean, this is an old house, so everything is plaster.
Yeah.
So they had to tear the plaster ceilings down. So of course that was an absolute disaster, dust everywhere. But it's all done now, and we're finalizing.
Looks great.
Ceilings look great. We're finalizing everything, getting everything back into the rooms, reorganizing everything, touching up things around your room. We got to put your LED lights around, and make it all fun again, so we can get back to normal.
Yes.
Because being out of routine had us all in shambles.
Yes.
Even Jaden, when he came back from surgery, of course, the day after surgery, he comes back, and he's expecting to get back into his routine, and we couldn't because her room, the ceiling was down, and everything from her room was in the playroom.
Right.
And then as soon as her room was done, everything went back into her room, and then everything from the playroom went into her room.
And Jaden
tore that
spends
ceiling.
most of his time in the playroom. Really.
I mean that's where we
Yeah.
spend all of our time. Pretty much. I mean, our days start down there. It's routine, and we were seeing changes in him too. It was messing with
He was
him,
kind of getting aggravated easily.
and then we all noticed that we were all kind of getting like that, and it was all
So it
we
wasn't the
were
only
all
one.
just thrown off routine.
Yeah.
We were all just you were sleeping in the parlor. It was, and then too, you weren't feeling well, and you couldn't understand why. You had headaches and stomach aches more than usual. But again, we're all breathing paint fumes. We're all breathing all this micro dust that's everywhere.
Yeah.
So that kept us away for a couple of weeks. We're back. We're laughing again. It took us a couple of days too, even once they were done with the ceilings. We were all, I think, still off for a couple of days. And it was
Yeah.
like, okay, we need to realize we need to get back, getting Jaden back to laughing and coloring and just enjoying that. That's what we do, right? We just get back to stupid laughing. So that's my brief recap on my chaos over the past couple of weeks. Would you like to add your input into the chaos, or?
Yeah, it's been chaotic. It's been a lot of various things.
Various things.
And yeah, when you lose your room for a couple days, you realize how much you've lost.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't, it's not only you lost your room, and we lost 2 rooms in the house, You couldn't even go outside because it was like 100
Oh
degrees.
Yeah.
So it
Yeah,
wasn't
there
like
was no breaks.
no, you
Yeah,
couldn't
we
even
couldn't sit
be
on the
like,
front
oh, then we'll
porch,
just go
we couldn't,
outside. We'll
yeah.
spend more time outside. No, it was like 100 degrees for a couple of days
Yeah. And rainy.
and rainy. And poor air quality mixed in somewhere. Some days the air quality was still off. So it's been a lot of.
But we're
stuff.
back to this. Like I said, we had a lot of days of nobody laughing in this house, and that's difficult when we don't laugh.
Yeah.
So we're getting back to the laughing. We're getting back to connecting again. I think we all kind of disconnected too, which was rough on us. We hadn't been spending time together. We hadn't done this. We hadn't had your meetings that we have, which we're going to have tonight.
Yeah, it's very
We
jarring.
haven't sat. We didn't have our movie nights. We didn't have game night. We didn't. It's amazing how just
It was like 2 weeks, and we were so jarred by it. Like it really felt like because we're a close family, so when we
Yeah.
don't spend time together, we're all off, and that was very clear.
yeah, we were all thrown into a whirlwind and. But now, like I said, we'll be getting back. We'll be having your meeting tonight. We'll be finding out what's been going on in your game development world, which of course was put on hold because you couldn't get near your
Yeah.
computer. You
That was
couldn't.
rough.
You couldn't do anything. You couldn't do music. You couldn't. So we all got to kind of push each other back into it. Mom's getting back into her yoga. I'm getting back into my working out every day. Had a couple of weeks off. It's
Yeah, that was another thing. We couldn't work out.
couldn't work out.
Everything was like just so
everything.
disrupted.
Bean. Mr.
Everyone was pretty
Bean.
much stuck into wherever they were.
Yeah.
Like you were stuck downstairs, we were
In
stuck
my
all the way
little
upstairs.
corner.
Meanwhile, was stuck in her. Like everybody was stuck, especially when they were working on the playroom, and we had half our couch in the hallway, so you had to look. And then
Oh,
then
yeah.
when they were breaking stuff, they had the bags of garbage blocking the one door. So when I would try to even like leave the attic, I would like push the door, and I'm like, oh my god, we can't even leave.
Yeah.
It's
Oh yeah,
locked.
yeah. There were a couple
Yeah,
times I
remember
would
you
go
texted
downstairs
me?
to get something. Yeah, no, I'd go to open a door and I'd be like, nope, okay, I'll try again in another
I'm
20
like, we're
minutes or
stuck.
so.
Had like a staircase like
Yeah.
over like my my door, and I had to like step over the staircase.
And even
with a
and even the
ladder.
landing between the steps, there was like stuff there. It was
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
very chaotic.
You were wonderful throughout the whole thing. I mean, it wasn't
she
easy.
was
But,
losing her room and not being able to sleep in her room.
But-
Not once did she complain.
yeah, but
Not
how nice
once.
is it now that you can go into that room and anytime anybody would walk into a room, the first thing you would do is look up because it like
Well,
Duke
not
called
everybody.
it the pregnant ceiling. Well, I did.
But
I
it's
mean, I
true.
know it's a
No,
pregnant
it's-
ceiling
it's-
because it would be hanging down a couple. We had the Gorilla Tape on there, trying
It
to
was
keep it as long
horrible.
as we could.
Yeah.
Every time I'd walk in there, that's the first thing I would look at, and I would cringe like, we got it.
And I know you were so worried too,
Oh,
especially when it really started falling.
Oh, that I couldn't sleep. That night, I was just like,
Yeah.
she needs to get out of the room. Oh my God, what if it collapses? Even though
Yeah.
it wasn't by her bed, but still, just that fear of it collapsing and she be in the room. And I was like,
that'd be scary. I mean, the weight of
Yeah,
it
it
was. I mean, that stuff is heavy. I mean,
Plaster.
once you take the whole ceiling down, it's a couple of 100 pounds. But
Plaster's
if
no
that
joke.
area would have fallen on you, it would have hurt.
Hmm.
It would have hurt.
Luckily, it
would've-
was far
or
away
would have
from.
broken stuff,
Yeah.
the TV or whatever. It would have broken stuff that was in the area. But it was, oh God, it was
Old
terrible.
old house problems. That's
Yeah, and the
Yes.
lights in the
the
had
lights.
some of the lights in the
lights
house that
whole
just
lot-
Yeah,
well,
the-
actually, they've been on. The only reason they're back on is because the nightlight. That's going to be your key. If that nightlight
Yeah, if the nightlight
Yeah.
is
is
on.
on, that means the lights are working. If that
But
nightlight is
sometimes
off,
you'll turn on the light and then it'll work and then it'll flicker
Yeah,
and then
go.
both things will shut off.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, well,
Yeah, that's next on the list. It was
Old house
that's the thing
problems.
with this house. We have a laundry list of things that need to be. Hey, Thor saying hello. We have a laundry list of things that need to be repaired and fixed and everything. But the list is that long, and my wallet is
this big.
is that long.
Exactly.
So it's
yeah.
we can only do what we can do one thing at a time. I mean, again, I was grateful to Duke for a very fair price for the job for 2 ceilings that he did. I looked into the pricing, and I didn't think we'd be able to
Yeah,
to
he's
even
very
do
good.
it. But yeah, he was very fair. Thor I think wants to let
you know,
everybody. So he had 2 weeks of not coming in the house,
Oh my
pretty
God,
much.
and Thor couldn't even come in
Yeah,
because
of all the
yeah.
because of all the
dust and
dust,
dirt
and
and-
then we had the men in and out of the house, so he
Yeah,
definitely.
they
oh, the
could've
door was
been-
open.
The front
Yeah,
door
yeah, they had
was
the front door
half
open,
the time.
bringing everything.
Yeah,
in, so
no,
Thor
it was.
literally stayed.
We were all very thrown off, every one of us. So it's nice to be back, somewhat on track.
We are back. We are back.
Yes, it is nice to be back, at least in the
I still
playroom.
can't sing, really. I still
It's nice to be able to look up and not have that concern, because even the playroom would be like, what is that now? You know,
Yeah.
like that became like, that's going to be the next project.
Peacefulness. That's our goal now with everything. And there's been a lot of drama and a lot of chaos in this house. I'll leave it at that.
Yes.
But now we're working towards peacefulness and getting back on track and just getting everybody into a good groove again.
Yeah, good space.
So you'll see the babble again. I know we had a couple of weeks off. Nobody since the last babble, when we asked everybody to go back to Hummin' in the Butter, no one went back to Hummin' in the Butter. Hummin' in the Butter still has 19
Well,
views.
specifically, yeah, the Hummin' in the Butter.
Yeah, the Hummin' in the Butter
I don't know
episode.
if you
Nobody
maybe
has
specified.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
you
We
did.
specified, and
Oh,
nobody
sure.
has gone back. Although the last episode
the
again
other
is like
episodes
200.
have done well, but yet for some reason no one's gone back. No one's gone back.
But we're back, and we're
But we're
just
back.
grateful that you're watching this episode and any episode you'd like to watch. But watch the Hummin' in the Butter. Am I saying it correctly? Hummin' in the
think
Butter.
so.
Hummin' in the Butter.
Yeah, that's not how she said it, but
I know.
she actually said it very quietly and delicately.
So what else now that we got Team Singer back down here?
What else? Get back on
What
track.
else?
Gotta stay hydrated.
I think for me the big thing is now is to tackle the things that have been bothering me or worrying me.
Tackle!
Exactly. Get them resolved.
She's a tackle. I was going to tackle
Well,
her.
because you have like concerns and things in the back of your head all the time, worrying about things, and it's just like now we need to address those concerns to get to a better, peaceful state.
That's
Lift
the truth.
some of the problems off the shoulders. Lift some of the worries by addressing these things and making our lives easier.
This is true.
So that is our goal. really.
Focus, as we say in this house.
Stay focused.
Stay
Stay
focused.
fierce.
Stay fierce.
And then I'm creating more panic by jailbreaking things that shouldn't be
We don't want to
jailbroken.
discuss your illegal activities
Illegal,
on
not
a
legal.
public platform. Even though we already put up that we hacked into your whatchamacallit at the time.
3DS.
We hacked into your 3DS, and now someone might be.
No, I'm just vaguely saying the
Yeah,
jailbreak.
she's-
But
This
you know,
is
I
where
could
her-
be doing.
This is her newest interest now. Is
hacking.
Yes.
She's a hacker.
well, she wants to.
Well, she wants to play more games.
She wants to bring back to life
Yeah.
some of these devices that pretty much are dying off, or,
Yes, or alive
sort of.
consoles that are overpriced and.
Right.
Now you just want to just play all the games because you're a gamer.
Yes, and I don't want to spend lots of money when I can put it into.
Other things.
Yeah, my
entertainment.
actual projects that
Yes,
could go.
your actual game.
How is now being back in your room? I mean, we still have to put a couple of things up in your room, but being back in there, are you back into your creative mode again? Are you back into music
Not
and your
really.
game?
I mean, music, yes. Game, I'm not really. I mean, I do work on it, but not as much as I'd want to.
Well, we're going to, I think tomorrow, I just want to do a little touch up around the molding. I want to fill it in with a little bit of caulk. And then I want to do the LED lights around your ceiling. So then that'll lighten up your room too.
But
Well,
I
even
think
the
too-
LED bulbs are actually pretty good. They actually worked out pretty good in your room.
But I think we. but
Do you need another color, sir?
I think the meeting is going to be very helpful
Yeah.
Yeah.
because we haven't been able to meet and really discuss where you're at, and that usually triggers new
Yeah,
ideas
exactly.
and stimulates ideas. So I think that's going to be helpful.
Yeah, because I mean, I was working like every day for several hours on the game, and then I went from that to nothing.
Nothing.
And then I kind of got to a standstill with that, where I was like, yeah, I'm happy with where I'm at, but now it's like, where do I pick up again? Because I can start picking up. I can go like this way, or I can work on this, or I can
Right.
focus on, you know.
Well, that's what we can discuss tonight to
Yeah.
help you maybe figure out
But
what
we'll
you're
get
next.
the clips should be in today. We should be able to hang your tapestry back up today,
Oh,
so
good.
that'll because I know that's like your focus right in front of you, and now you just got
Yeah.
this big blank space where you always sit.
That's
So
true.
we got to get that back. That'll help you get back
Like
into.
Kikoahana Act 1 album
Kikoahana.
tapestry. Yes.
We're all getting back into the things. I got to get back into my Saturday night comedies.
That's another thing. You
well, the
haven't
time
been able
changed.
to
It's a
go.
little bit earlier, but now.
But I'm saying, but prior
we'll
to that,
figure
you
it
haven't
out.
been able to go with
Well, yeah, I
everything
couldn't go for
going
a couple
on.
of weeks,
So
and then they
it's
changed
just
the
been
time
so
and they made it
much.
earlier, which is right in the middle of chaotic time with Jaden. But we'll figure it out. We'll get him done a little bit earlier so I can shoot out. Real
we will
quick and
make
get
it
over
happen
there
because
and,
it's important to.
Got to get back up on that stage. That's
Yeah, no, absolutely.
my therapy.
That is true.
That is true.
Yeah, I had therapy today. I haven't had therapy in a month.
How'd it go?
because
You have your online therapy?
It went very well, actually. Very well. And that was another thing, not being able to, being in chaos and not being able to, like, talk to her about it. I just couldn't because I had to keep,
Yeah.
it was one thing after another. And then next Tuesday I had to cancel.
Yeah.
I mean, because his doctor appointment. So I was just like,
Yeah.
but she was like, oh, that's perfect because I was going to cancel anyway. I'm like, oh, perfect. So
Oh, good.
we're both canceling next week. But it was nice to get back, touch base. And
Routine. Yeah, we all need the
Yeah.
routine. We all thrive on it. We were all thrown off into a whirlwind there for a while, but we're back. We're back and we're doing our things, and hopefully you're doing your things, and the world is moving forward at a better pace.
yes, much more manageable pace.
Manageable.
Manageable.
What else?
What else?
Jaden, is there anything you'd like to add? All right, thanks for that. He is
busy.
coloring away. Again, I'm just happy that he's happy. I'm happy that Dakota's back in her room. I'm happy that everybody's getting back into routine. Yay!
This is the truth.
This is
Yeah.
the truth. Yeah, routine is important. I mean, it's nice to like do different things, but when you're used to your usual schedule, it's just nice to have consistency because
I completely forgot. I was so like in like I guess you could call it like survival mode for like 2 weeks. Like, okay, like get up. Okay, what do we got to do to get through the day? They're going to be fixing this. We got to move this. We got to
Yeah.
do that. It was just like so long of just that routine. I didn't even realize. Like, I was just like, we were so focused. And then Mom said the other day, at least we had a nice break with Kayla coming. I
yeah.
was so into
that was-
focus of getting through the day. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
glad you had the nice little break with Kayla,
Yeah.
where you had a day or two of just
it was
getting
just nice
out
to
and-
have a new face,
Yeah.
you know, and just have a couple of laughs with her, and then we got to see.
Well, you guys got to go up to Nyack.
They went
and
to
get
Nyack,
out
so
because
that
I mean,
was-
well, the good thing was like
that was
Dookie
huge.
even came on the weekends and worked, so that was the
Well,
thing.
that was
so
important
it was
to
yeah,
get Dakota out of the house because she had been stuck for so long. So that was nice for her. That was a nice break for you,
I
and it was nice for
completely
us.
like yeah. Mom said it. She goes, oh, at least Dakota had the break of Kayla being, and I'm just like, Kayla was here. Like I was like I said, it's just these
Yeah,
past 2 weeks
so
have just been let's get through this, let's get through this, let's get through
Yeah.
this. But yeah, she's coming back in a couple of weeks.
Yes.
Yes.
And then shortly after that, you and Kayla will be heading off to Disney.
Yes.
Yay!
First week of September.
Yay!
Exciting.
That is exciting.
Yes.
I know it's coming up very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We have to
Like,
make sure you have all
very
your
quickly.
everything you need.
Yes,
all
I
the
think
knickknacks
probably
and
next week.
toiletries and
I think after his appointment, which is on Tuesday, then it's like, okay, the
Yeah.
device has been turned down. Now we see what happens, or turned down. I should say not turned down, and then we'll start shopping for everything
The
you need
little
for your
mini.
trip. Yeah, your toiletries. We need to get you good walking like sneakers.
yes. Yeah,
Comfortable.
let's do that. Listen, let's make sure let's do that quickly because we have to make sure that they fit. She's got to walk in them a little bit. I don't want her to
Yeah,
get
break
there and have
them
to
in.
deal with blisters on her feet or anything
Yeah.
like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's
Now
take
they
care of
got-
that like maybe today. Let's start working
Well,
on
they
that.
got the back to school
Well,
sales too.
Exactly, and I want her to physically
Yes.
go and try
Yeah.
on and make sure they're perfect. I don't want to just order online because these are important that she has.
Yeah. Make
Good
sure you got the right
walking
socks
shoes.
on when you go, and then you put them
And
on.
I know
Yeah.
we want to take her right up to Nyack. Actually, we plan to do it
possibly
possibly
tomorrow
tomorrow
night. Yeah, possibly
So
tomorrow
that
night.
could be a
So
good,
if we have an opportunity, we can hit a store and look at some sneakers.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Get your
Sounds
feet ready for all that walking you're going to be doing in Disney. How many?
Yeah.
You got your Apple Watch there. It'd be interesting to see how many miles
Oh,
you
yeah.
do over
Oh my
that
God, you're gonna
week.
get so many awards and certificates and
Yeah.
all kinds of things on your phone congratulating you.
Yeah, my
Oh,
watch is
so
gonna be
active.
very happy with me.
Yes.
Who's that? Jay Green Goblin. Bean is instead of Green Goblin, it's Bean Goblin. Bean Goblin. Yeah, that's been our thing. I've actually started putting together a video of all the coloring pages that we've been doing for Jaden, the custom coloring pages. I'm gonna put together a video of that with all his reactions, and I got to make you one too because now, with everything, another good thing is Jaden's appetite is kind of back out of nowhere. But this one isn't too happy about Jaden's appetite being back, because Jaden's appetite is back, and now what is Jaden wanting
Well, now
to
he's
eat?
eating my taquitos.
Your
which-
taquitos.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Your taquitos.
So I
There are
have
no
to
one
make
else's
sure-
taquitos. So I made Jaden a coloring page.
They're
of
usually
taquitos.
nobody
I'm
else's.
gonna make you a coloring page.
Unless I like say, oh, I bought an extra or 2 boxes, we're gonna have it tonight. But
Yeah,
for
when
the
you
most
get
part,
extra, then it's like,
it's
okay.
usually just her. So it's nice to see him eating and enjoying. As long as I have enough.
We will have to get more taquitos.
Yes.
Taquitos.
Taquitos.
The nose.
Oh,
Check
he's
the
been.
nose.
He's been.
Yeah, the nose. Mr. Runny Nose. And
Well,
again, with
it's
all the
all
dust
the-
in the house.
Yeah, he's been
it's-
sneezing. She's been sneezing. I've been sneezing. We've just been a mess.
We are a mess. What? Mr. What? You. Jaden. That's it. Back to laughter, and that's what's most important.
Yes, back to family.
Yay.
And spending time together and doing the things we like to do together.
Good stuff. Do you have anything you'd like to finish off on this?
I think I am good.
This recap, this catch-up babble, I guess we can
have
call it.
reached my word limit.
Yeah,
Do you have any?
I think,
Is your word limit reached?
No, I think we're doing really well, and I think we'll continue in a better way now that things are normaling out. I like it.
Yo. We're just
And
going to keep on
he
laughing.
did well with his surgery, which is
Yeah, the most important.
most
things.
important. He did well with his surgery, his recovery. Yeah.
Alrighty, I think we're going to go play some air hockey with Jaden now, since we're down
since
here in
we're
the
down here.
muggy basement. He loves to play some air hockey down here. So let's do that.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Good to be back, and we will see you on the next one. Jaden, I know you're not going to know who we're saying peace to, but can we go, peace? Jay,
Peace.
peace. He's like, what are we going,
There's
peace?
the camera right there.
Love,
Love.
love, and the laughter.
Laughter.
Alrighty.
I can't hear the music, but I can hear your chair shaking with the music.
Maybe we should make up the theme music then.
Squeaking. He's like, I don't know why it does this.
Squeak, 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 that's squeak, squeak,
I'm sorry,
squeak,
Jaden.
squeak, squeak. This is what we do, Jay.
He
He's like,
He
Now I
looked
have
back at me
control.
like, really?
I can make it stop.
make it stop. That's all you want to do is make it stop. Make him stop. All right, I guess we can wrap it up now.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Cheers.
All right, that's all.
Bye-bye.